Today is Monday, March 17th, and we are looking at a pretty big week for Pokemon. We should be seeing Destined Rivals pre-orders going up on the Pokemon Center this week. We're going to talk about that in this video and some prismatic drops that should be trickling out through the week, super premium collection pre-orders, booster bundles, and prismatic tins that we've been seeing drop even this morning. So we're going to talk about all of that and some leaks from Destin Rivals in this video. So we'll start off with the leaks that we've been seeing. Now this is a Destin Rivals pack that supposedly got out into the wild. Now this is coming from Reddit. And so we don't know if this is legit or not, but the pack does look pretty good. There was one thing that kind of stuck out was how blocked the trading card game was to me. It's like very blocked. So that was a little bit iffy for me, like overly blocked, but so, maybe that's not anything, but the pack does look good. This does match the other artwork that we've seen from the other supposed leaks that have come out. So Giovanni and Mewtwo. Now, the interesting thing from this is that this was the pull that they got. They got a Kangaskhan. Now you can see the set size here. You can see the artist. It is important to note that that this card does seem like it might be real because of the artist, and there's a little bit of his cloud style that he does. Nice Kangaskhan card, by the way. Just wanted to point that out. This is a nice looking card. So a lot of people are saying that this could be legit, but the cloud pattern here matches a previously released card done by the same artist. You can see the artist name right here. And the clouds look the same. So that some people are leaning towards that this looks like this is a legit card. So we're seeing apparently a random pack float out into something. They do print these like well in advance, so that definitely is possible. I don't know how it would have gotten out. It could not be real. I don't have 100% confirmation, but that Kangaskhan card does look like it's lining up. So it is very interesting to see. Let me know what your guys' take is on this leaked pack that's been coming out. I do think it's very interesting. And then we do have the booster box that we've talked about before. This once again, this is not official yet, but this is the rumored booster box, what it's going to look like. I am pretty excited about this. Obviously, Giovanni and Mewtwo featured with the Team Rocket R, so a lot of nostalgia being hit for the older collectors. Ethan and Ho-Oh, Cynthia and Garchomp, and then the grunts with the Rattata and everything. So, yeah, the box has me very excited, whether this is the legit one or not. We should know this week when Pokemon Center drops their pre-orders. Hopefully that happens. That is not a guarantee, but we'll let's talk about that real quickly. So the Pokemon Center pre-orders, everything, some people were thinking it was going to happen last week, and that didn't end up happening, which further confirms that it's a very high chance that they're going to drop it this week. It lines up with how they've dropped the other ones, how early they have. So we should be looking at Thursday or Friday of this week, the week of this Monday the 17th, and the times can vary between 5 a.m. Pacific, which is 8 a.m. Eastern, to 10 a.m. Eastern. So they've done, and they did staggered drops with Journey Together. They did two different drops. One was at the 5 a.m., and then like they varied the times, right? 5 a.m. Pacific. Sorry, I use Pacific time for the most part. And so, like with that 5 a.m. drop, I missed that because I'm Pacific time. I wasn't up yet. But then they did a second drop, and we'll talk about that as well. They had a queue system that got implemented for that. So they might mess with the times a little bit. They might even mess with the days. However, Thursday or Friday is what we're looking at, most likely for the days. Now, they could do it earlier, so you have to be on your toes and be ready. We just don't know exactly when these are going to go live. We don't know. Nobody can know for certain. And if they want to throw us off, they could do a Tuesday. Like, we don't know. It could be later today. But Thursday or Friday is the most likely, and in the early morning hours, as late as 11 to 12, 11 a.m. to potentially noon Eastern, depending on how they do it. So you're going to want to be tuned into your phone, tuned into your PC, ready to go on Pokemon Center. That's going to be your best chance to get booster boxes and PC ETBs at MSRP for Destin Rivals. Now, we have seen some pre-orders on eBay. Don't take this too seriously. This is just people throwing stuff up on eBay. A 500, a 300, a 175, and a 264 pre-order on eBay. So don't take anything too seriously here. But these are the only ones that I've found on eBay when I went to look. I was just curious to see what what had been going on as far as Destin Rivals pre-orders, if anyone was paying anything. Nobody has really anything confirmed, so um, just take that with a grain of salt. That also tails into the sponsor of today's video, which is Pokey Notify. Pokey Notify is an alert service, a Discord server essentially on your phone where you can get notifications sent. Once you get it set up, you can pick what like notifications you want enabled or disabled. And you can get, restock, like for the Pokemon Center, for example, that's supposed to drop. You can get it sent straight to your phone the second it goes live. Walmart, Target, Amazon, any other retailer, you can get restocks sent straight to your phone, so you have a good chance at securing some product at MSRP. It can be really tough right now because there's scalpers and bots and everything that you're combating. So I kind of view Poke Notify as a tool to have in your tool belt to help level the playing field. It just gives you a chance to secure some product. Now, you don't have to take my word for it. They have tons of positive reviews. They have a whole success channel in the Discord server as well, if you're looking at checking that out, so you can read all the reviews. People have had successes. Now, it is important to note that this is a paid service at $8 per month. However, there's a free 3-day trial. You can cancel if you don't like it, and there's also a 25% off code and link in the description of this video, so you can join, try it out. If you don't like it, don't use it, but you can try it for free. And like I said, tons of success stories. And then they have live notifications for over 100 websites globally. It's not just the US. They have buy sell trade community. It's like a whole Discord server. It's a whole community. There's a lot to offer from Pokey Notify. So that pairs well with the other drops that have been happening. I saw some tins dropping for Prismatic this morning. There's been booster bundles dropping, and then obviously the super premium collection is the one that you're going to want to also get alerts for, so when you can pick up those pre-orders. So that's Pokey Notify. You guys can feel free to check it out. And this is what I was talking about. I was seeing on Pokey Notify that there was, I missed them because they were early for me, but we saw some booster bundles for Prismatic dropping even this morning. They started to drop, so we could expect to see these throughout the week as well. It seems like they've been kind of trickling in. Prismatic booster bundles. We've also seen, so Target, I think, recently did their pre-orders for the super premium collection. Now, we haven't seen Walmart do theirs yet, so that is another thing to keep an eye out. On top of the Destin Rivals, is there should be more super premium collection pre-orders going out. Now, this product doesn't come out till May. Same thing with Destin Rivals. Okay, so just keep in mind that this is a pre-order, but they've been dropping at different times. So, and there's been some weird stuff happening with Walmart. They've been changing the price all around when people were like waiting for the drop to happen, and it didn't happen yet. So that's another thing to keep an eye out. We could be seeing this week as well. So a lot of stuff going on, a lot of drops happening. Even stuff on Best Buy, like the tins. We saw a lot of tins starting to drop, 2-pack blisters. A lot of stuff like that has been kind of trickling out throughout the last weeks and the more recent days. So keep an eye out for that kind of product dropping on top of the Destin Rivals. Now, let's go back over to the Destin Rivals Pokemon Center just for a minute. This is something that they started to implement a while ago, but I didn't see it until that second journey together. Now, they started to implement a queue system. Now, this is when they get a lot of traffic, the queue system automatically implements, and when you click on a product, it puts you in a line, like a virtual line. And I will say, some people have said it doesn't work. My experience was that it actually worked. I waited around, I think it was around 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. This was for the Journey Together second drop of the PC ETBs, and it did work. I waited, I got in, I put in my payment information, I went through, I was able to message a few buddies. They were able to do it. They got in, waited through the queue, and they were able to get some as well. So it does depend on the traffic. And also important to note, if you're trying to pick up stuff on the Pokemon Center for this Thursday and Friday Destin Rivals drop, do not refresh your page too much, okay? Or your phone, whatever you have it on. Do not refresh too much. You can get marked as a bot and you can get IP banned. So that is important to know. Not everybody knows that, and they get on there and they're just refreshing, and yeah, then you won't be able to get any products. So keep your refreshes like a little more loose, okay? So that way you can hopefully not get banned and get into the queue system. So Let me know also in the comments if the queue system worked for you on the last drop. I know it seemed like it was hit or miss, but like honestly, it seemed like it worked really good for me. So I don't know what's factoring into that as well. So just keep in mind that that is something that we should be seeing. So once you get into, once that queue system loads, just let it be. Definitely don't refresh the queue. Just let it happen. You don't have to do anything. It'll update like when you get in. So queue system for Pokemon Center, I would say, is a big win from what I have experienced. Now that once again that can change. Other things worth talking about is the Prismatic Super Premium Collection. If you're not familiar, is 15 packs. You get nice sleeves, you get a really nice playmat, and then you get this EV deck box and the food EV promo. So you get a really nice promo. This is going to be a pretty big product. On TCG Player, we talked about this recently. Don't pay these prices, guys. I'm not saying that. I'm just showing this is what some people are paying. In the $400 to $500 range, which is absolutely wild. MSRP is $90. This is a product that I wouldn't be looking to pay maybe 120 ish at the highest on the high end. MSRP obviously is the play currently, but even if you're at 100 or a little over, I do think that that could be worth it for Prismatic. But keep in mind that Prismatic probably going to be printed for a while. And I know the demand's insanely high, but it's just not something I'm going to be spending $400 or $500 on. But people are paying it on TCG Player, and so I just thought that that's an interesting note. If you can secure some at MSRP, it definitely would be worth your while to secure some. This is going to be a big product from the set. I think this is going to be really cool. Lots of packs, really nice looking box too, by the way. So the Super Premium Collection is something I'm looking forward to getting my hands on. This is what we're seeing on the eBay side now. This is important to note. Check this out. So this is a legit one right here. More legit, $300, right? So a little bit more reasonable compared to 400 or 500. However, we just saw these popping up a lot. Be careful. See all these $100 sales? See how they all say read description, read description, read description? They're trying to pull, and I clicked on it and read the description. They're all trying to pull that classic eBay scam where it says this is for a photo of the product. So just be careful, guys. Don't jump the gun and just see, oh, $100 pre-order. I gotta lock it in. Just make sure you guys like check out some of these people. They don't have many sales. 0% feedback right here. So just keep in mind that people are trying to scam. So be safe out there. They're trying to sell photos of these products for $100. Okay, so $100 with $24 shipping. So that is a thing. This just recently happened, right? I hadn't seen that the other day, but before that, there are some more legit pre-order sales in the 200s and 300s on eBay. So that's a little bit more of a realistic price compared to the $100 photo. So yeah, very, very interesting there. Be careful out there. eBay, obviously eBay has buyer protection, but you're going to want to be careful with that kind of stuff. And then, doubling back to the Pokemon Center, just to wrap things up, right now, there's not a lot available on the Pokemon Center. We got the Terapagos UPC, which is starting to look like a better and better product the more the SV era goes on. Paldea Adventure Chest, not a bad product to pick up as well with the Pikachu promo. And there's Armarouge box and the Combined Powers, and that's kind of all we have for boxes currently on the Pokemon Center because it does line up too that this drop would come at a good time for Destin Rivals. It is going to go quick though, so don't expect it to last very long. It's going to be kind of a blip on the radar. So those products won't sit on here for very long either. If you're newer, you could see obviously Journey Together, everything's gone. So we could potentially see these other products available for pre-order as well because it's a mainline set. So I don't know if we'll see on Thursday and Friday if we'll see booster boxes, PC ETBs, booster bundles, and sleeved blisters coming all at the same time. It's definitely possible. So they could stagger release these as well, but I would expect to see these all go up at the same time, hopefully. That would make more sense, but they could stagger some things out. So in theory, we should be seeing it drop this week. That is not a guarantee. However, it does seem very likely. They've been throwing curveballs left and right, trying to throw people off, and it has worked to a certain extent. with their timing. So keep that in mind. But very exciting times. Destin Rivals, as a set, we haven't even seen like that Kangaskhan card is the first one that we've potentially even seen, if it's real, from which it looks like it might be from Team Rocket. We haven't even seen the Japanese side of Team Rocket yet. We haven't even seen Journey Together fully release yet. So, there's a lot of news coming, pre-order, like it's a very exciting week. So I'm personal sentiments on Destined Rivals. I've been very vocal saying that this is definitely going to be shaping up to be my favorite set of the era, hands down. So, and I think that a lot of other people are going to be feeling that same way, and that this could be another big hype run up of increased demand. I think that the Destin Rivals, not trying to incite FOMO, but like just to be realistic, that it could get pretty crazy. It could get out of hand. Boxes are going to be expensive, that much we do know. So try to secure any boxes that you can get at MSRP through the Pokemon Center and through other pre-orders as well. That's your best chance to protect yourself, so you're not paying way overpriced for some of these boxes. So MSRP is the play moving forward. However, this is the one set where I would start to think about possibly paying over MSRP, depending on where it was from and how, to what extent. I don't have an exact number on that yet. And also with Pokemon supposedly ramping up the printing capacity, these should be in rotation for a while, so we should be seeing hopefully more availability, and then at some point the market will cool down, and then so in theory availability should be in the future to some extent. We don't know when that will be or how much. So that's why be a little hesitant and a little concerned to pay too much above MSRP moving forward. So Pokemon Center drop, something I'm super excited for. I'm going to be waking up early those days, Thursday and Friday, just so I have a chance. I'm going to set some alarms. That's kind of my strategy. And then I'll have hopefully my notifications on loud, so I can, if something's going off crazy, I can wake up and hopefully have a chance, because that's the one downside for being on the West Coast, is the time difference on that one Journey Together drop really got me. But the second one was clutch, so I was very happy to have that. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, so I just wanted to make this video to hopefully inform you guys. Not everybody knows that this is probably going to be happening this week. Not everybody knows about the refreshing, about the bots, about possible times and all of that. So it's just a little bit of an informative video to help you guys get a leg up and maybe be able to land some product at MSRP. But that's all I have for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. My name is TJ. I'll catch you guys in the next one. And remember, it was never phase.